Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of the LazyBoyz with myself, William Thompson.
That's me, Mickey Bartlett, you know that.
Shane Todd and our first and only ever guest. We're never doing this again.
Really?
Yeah. We made a point of it, like, we're never doing guests.
Fuck
and
yeah.
then the offer came, we go, we'll do it once.
Yeah. We were like, he's done Netflix, he's coming.
Unless any of our other friends ever asked to do it, and then we'll have them.
Yeah, they're always busy on a Thursday, but thanks for coming, man.
No, man.
Daniel Sloss, ladies
Daniel
and gentlemen.
Sloss.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
I
Do you
don't
know
know how
what?
to do it.
That was such a treat, that phone call. When you were like, you might be able to come and do it.
Oh man, I was buzzed because I just got the visa meeting because I love Donald Trump and I love America and I think everything he's doing is great. And then I phoned.
Dan, stop clapping.
No,
With
you
one
hand up.
And then I phoned up Mickey mainly to get pissed.
Yeah, we can still do that.
Well, no, because his thing when I get back,
It's hard, bro. When it talks, you might not be able to do that.
flights 3:25, but I've got to drive from the airport to my home. But I think legally, if you get drunk in one country
Yeah.
and you land in another country, regardless of how short that flight is, you're legally sober.
Yeah.
They can't. I drank booze in Northern Ireland. You can't get me for that.
You're going to have a lot of reform listeners being like, it's all one country. Actually, yeah, you should be. I think if you pick a car up at the airport, it cancels out whatever you drank.
Your logic sometimes, though, is like, I'll be like, mate, I'm driving, and you go, but if you
It's just
stop,
a bit of coke, like on the top of the wheel. Thank God for automatics.
Hey, look, it makes me concentrate more. And fucking hell, when the police pull me over, I've got
I
a
could see that
conversation.
stop sign before it blew through it.
Getting out of the car to snort lines off the road.
Doing key bumps up a cat's eye.
Taking the key out to do bumps while driving.
Would that work?
I've done it once.
No, we haven't.
Not for coke. But like, I'm talking like 2 days after getting my driver's license when I was 17 years old. I was driving home from a gig and I'm going down a winding, a stupid road to do onto my house. And I was like, I wonder what happens if you just like take the car key out of the ignition while you're driving. And turns out it keeps going. and the power steering locks and you fucking panic.
I love the 2 days into driving, you're like, I mean, I've done it all.
Aye.
What else can I do?
Yeah.
I live my life quarter mile at a time.
I'm glad you admitted it because I've also done it.
Yeah.
I think I still took my dad out in the car for the first 3 years after I learned how to drive, just in case.
No, for fucking that. you never drive as well as the day you pass your test, and then after that, you just it's like you get the fucking nebulizer from Men in Black, and you're just like, well, I'm gonna forget half of that.
Well, it's mad to me that your driving test is the one test of anything you don't have to reset constantly.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
my granny did a 3-point turn in a field in 1943 and can
Yeah.
now drive
Aye.
on any motorway.
Yeah.
Every year over the age of 60, you're fucking resetting a test,
Oh,
and also
100%.
you know what, cunts, you're paying for it too,
Yeah.
and it gets more expensive every year, 100%.
Because that's with my granddad, because he's Alzheimer's and his mind started to go, his driving was really bad. He had to reset the test, obviously failed, and was convinced the driving instructor rang up all of his mates to try and hit him while he was driving. He was like, no, he knew all the guys who were like crashing into me and all. And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I did my test the day of my 21st, and the guy went, I probably should have failed you at one point, but it's your birthday.
Great.
I did mine the day.
Now I look back on it, I'm like, I shouldn't be driving.
I did my driving test the day of my last A level and failed both of them. Couldn't even drive home. Fuck's sake.
What did you fail on?
Drama.
Full domestic with the driving instructor.
Mickey, if you could reverse around this corner with a look of melancholy, please.
Why did you not cry when you hit that kid?
That's a promise.
You can tell by the lightness of the bump.
No, I failed on. I actually 3-point terminator. So I put the wheel on the curb, and then when I got back to the test center, the guy was like, "You actually failed right at the start, but I just didn't want to tell you."
Tell me, like,
Fucking bastard.
tell me.
Yeah.
I only passed my test, so like legally, your driving test cannot last longer than 45 minutes. And when my test instructor was taking me around, there were roadworks that she didn't know about, so we just sat in traffic for 25
really?
minutes. And I was like, do you mind if I turn the fucking radio on? I'm bored.
Speaking of, you lied this morning about being late.
Well then,
You said there's a road closed, but I go the same way. But all you have to do is go up the next street.
Well, I didn't know the way I go up.
Nah.
It was closed off. So if you
Yeah,
come
same
in,
with me, and then I just went up the next
you
street.
don't come the Dundonald way. I can't
do.
access that road.
Sorry, this happens a lot.
So go ahead.
Right, with a guest on, so let's not do it in front
Let's
of the
not do it in
guest.
front of
Let's
the
put on a
company.
happy face.
Okay.
When you leave, they're going to beat me up. They nip me and everything.
Michael! I'm taking him out drinking. Come on.
Hey, well, don't leave, please. Angela!
Why is there a red dot on the back of your palm, Mickey? You're a
Why isn't
there?
I mean, Willie's the guy to drink with instead of Mickey at the minute, because Willie, you got into stout.
I've only this
1 week
week
ago.
enjoyed Guinness.
But also, I mean,
He's got
that's not
massive into it.
not have me.
Sorry.
drinking,
You, yeah, sure.
I haven't drank in almost a day. Like, I'm Jones in bed.
No, it's because the first time I had a Guinness was at Vicar Street,
Aye.
at your one, and I didn't like it.
Aye.
And then had a night where I just had like 8 of them, and now I like it.
It's acquired taste, like yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
I did it in Dublin. I already said 2 weeks ago I was in Dublin and I wasn't going to stay down.
Aye.
And I had one sip of Guinness and booked a hotel for 2 days. Spent £1,000 on a £340 weekend.
My problem with Guinness, right, is the way they advertise it, right, is they pitch it in such a different way, the way it tastes. Stop using the word creamy. For
Yeah.
There's nothing fucking creamy.
The only creamy bit is the
about
shit
that
the next
top. Like you're sitting there being like, oh my god, is this just a really tall Baileys? And then you're like, oh no, I'm down the fucking mines. This is taking me back.
You know, the first time I ever went out drinking in a bar with our college class, 16, 17, it was White's Tavern in Belfast, which is one of the oldest bars. And you're making it seem like I'm a guy who goes out drinking, and the woman poured 3/4 of the pint and left it in the bar, and I took it and said, "Thank you." And she was like, "No, you have to wait."
We went out once on. Remember they tried Arthur Guinness Day.
Yeah.
So it was exactly halfway between Paddy's Day and the next
So
Paddy's
smart.
Day. And one year it went really well. So we were in maybe in White's as well actually. And the year before, so obviously people were just buying Guinness flat out. So they bought loads extra. But then the second year, no one gave a fuck. And we went out for Arthur Guinness, and the guy eventually came out with 8 pints and just went, "You might as well drink those because there's no one else."
I
here."
like
we were
in my
"This is
head.
fucking unreal."
In my head, once a week you go out for other Arthur days. You're like, no, it's,
Oh, yeah,
it's
King
Arthur,
Arthur.
Shelby Day to justify getting it.
Take a
Arthur the Aardvark, the cartoon.
I pull a knife out of the rack and go, "I'm the chosen one." And I just go straight to the cup.
Do a bump
Hold
up.
on, what's his surname? Arthur the cartoon?
What is it, Arthur
that who-
Aardvark?
Yeah,
Surely,
Arthur
isn't it?
Aardvark.
Every day
But
when
is
you're
it-
walking down the street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barry Keoghan.
Everybody that
I just
you
didn't
meet.
know.
Also, he's not an aardvark. Where's his fucking massive nose?
That's right, yeah.
No, that's Jews.
Artur. That's it. Every day when you're walking down the street, every Muslim that you meet, getting blown up together. Gotta listen to your heart. Don't clip that. I gotta get
Any other Arthurs?
Arthur. I'm still on that. I'm still on Arthur.
Do you know that show only ended last year? It was going that fucking long.
Arthur Garfunkel.
Yes.
Give him
Yes.
his respect.
Yeah.
At last.
Really? Is that true?
Swear to fuck. Because I found the final episode and watched it.
Arthur was
And
going
then
to last
just,
year.
just like The Sopranos too. He just looked up and it stopped.
No, stop. DW.
Did they update the animation?
It was like a little bit nicer, but still very much the same style.
I like it if they kept it more classic. Like.
Yeah, it was very much the same thing. But yeah, it only ended that. It was going 30 years.
It's crazy.
So there you go.
Fucking that's longer than The Simpsons, surely.
Yeah, it's long as fuck, Great show.
How long is The Simpsons? No, The Simpsons must have been near 40 years, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't count the years it was shite.
Oh yeah.
So it's been
So
going,
it's stopped
7
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Aye.
Any other crack now?
No.
I really want to go drinking now.
No, I can't. I
Easter.
mustn't.
Come on, man.
I'm in
That's what our
Glasgow.
Lord would have
I'm in
wanted.
Glasgow tomorrow, and we're flying out early.
How early? But we're going out drinking early. If we go out drinking early. By the way,
Mickey.
we haven't booked Benidorm yet.
Yeah, we're doing for Willie's 30th. We're going to Benidorm.
Oh, fucking, we got spiked in Benidorm with.
That's why we're going.
You don't even have to pay for the drugs.
Mickey's like, I'm just leaving this pint here.
Yeah, I'm not wearing any pants.
Oh, it's fucking gives you some fresh perspective.
Now, was this just in a random British bar? Kind
Yeah,
of?
so me, Kai, and a bunch of the other comics were out, and it was so the first night, right? We obviously get a bunch of pills, we get a bunch of gear, and then we're in this bar, And
Shane's like, obviously.
He said obviously, and I nodded like, yeah.
Pills, yeah, Barocca, need to bring out.
I had 2 gluten-free beers in the green room of hot water last week and was getting messages from comedians being like, man, is everything all right? But sorry.
Shane's off the wagon.
we're in this bar and we're steaming drunk, and like this little fucking Dutch guy starts talking to Kai, and he's like, I hate Muslims. Do you hate Muslims? And Kai's married to a woman who's half a man, a tranny.
So progressive.
So her mum's Muslim, and Kai doesn't need much of an excuse to knock any cunt out. so Kai's like, I'm really glad you said that. Meet me outside right now, and you're getting battered. And so the guy backs down. He's like, I'm really sorry. I'll just buy you a bunch of shots. And Kai's like, you're buying shots for my friends too. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. None of us pay attention when the shots are poured. So we all fucking do them. And then like 30 minutes later, I'm in the middle of the street. I've done coke, I've done fucking weed, I've done ecstasy, and suddenly like all the buildings are on fire and nobody is screaming. And I'm like, all right, that's probably just me. And I go to like get my phone out, and like whoever the back of my phone is, their face starts fucking melting off. I'm like, oh, this isn't good at all. So I go talk to my mate Milo, and I'm like, I'm feeling weird. He's like, I'm feeling weird. He's like, we need to find anyone else who's feeling weird. And we look around, and like Kai, Barry, and all that are absolutely fine. And then my mate Matty sat down, and I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, I'm pissing my pants. And we look down, and he's not. And we're like, you're not pissing your pants. He's like, the street is filling up with my piss, and we're all about to drown. And I'm like, right, cool. Whatever me and Milo were on, he's clearly on too. So we decide to go back to the fucking hotel. We get chased through a park. In retrospect, don't know if we were chased through a park or whether we just thought we were being chased through a park. We lose the guys. Nobody's got their fucking phone on them, right? We bump into our other mates the next day. Like, they're like, we've been spiked with fucking acid. We're like, yeah, okay, we're having the same experience, right? We're all there, and we're sort of talking about it. We can't find Kai and Barry for 24 fucking hours, right? They're not answering their phone, they're not answering text. We find them on the beach. Kai's buried himself in sand, right? And we go and we find him, and we're like, lads, we've been spiked with acid. And they both went, oh, thank God. We thought we'd broken ourselves. So if you are going out there, don't trust the Dutch.
The thing
or hate Muslims.
The thing is, I'm now not going to Benidorm, and these two are going for longer.
Yeah, we're going today. Bring that t-shirt.
The poor Dutch guy was not expecting this pasty white Geordie to be all inshallah, brother, with it.
Man.
It's not a lovely thing to do. Sorry I offended you. Go to Mars. That night, I don't know if I've told the story before in the pod, whenever me and Colin were trying to find that bag of drugs.
It's my favourite fucking story, right? So Colin's living with me, I'm away on fucking tour, him and Colin end up on the sesh, right? And I think you phoned me up to ask if you could crash at the house. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Also, just to let you know, about 4 weeks ago I was having a house party, and everyone was stealing my fucking coke. So remember when you used to have like shelves of DVDs?
Oh,
yeah. I was like, I don't remember which one, but I remember taking half a bag of coke and putting it in one of the DVDs. If you want to go find it, you can. And for the next 2 hours,
it was more than 2 hours, because it started off with, if I was a bag of coke, what DVD would I be in? And we were like, oh, Scarface. That sounds. And then it just like it descended and just like opening every DVD to the point we went, I don't even want the drugs anymore. I just want to know.
Willy Wonka's golden ticket. Being like, it's got to be in one of these things.
It was because of that fucking THC cough syrup stuff you had.
Yeah,
we were both just like, man, I just need to know where it is.
Yeah, that was the stuff that Tom Stage used to. He didn't sell it, but he had a fucking dealer who was like, you just pour this into your coffee. And you're like, how much do you pour in? And he's like, I don't know, how cool are you? We used to, I had a life-size, still do, I had a life-size replica of a Velociraptor that I bought when I was 21 years old, and it was up in our living room, right? So our favourite thing to do would be to get high, order.
Can I ask a couple questions?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it? How much was it? Why'd you get it?
So my dad, no, it wasn't my dad. A comedian, I can't remember who. When I first did the Fringe, was like, no matter how your Fringe goes, at the end of the Fringe, take any money and just buy yourself something nice, right? So year 1, I bought myself like a PlayStation 3. Year 2, I bought myself a fucking new computer, whatever. Year 4, I put a deposit down on a fucking house, and I'm like, I'm not spending any more money. And then my dad messages me. He's like, are you still buying yourself a little gift after the Fringe? And I'm like, not this year. Why? And he goes, there's a theme park shutting down in France. And I'm like, I'm listed. And he goes, they're selling a life-size replica of a Velociraptor. And I went, how much? He went, was 3.5 grand. Now, 750 quid. So I'm like, 100%. I buy it. On the day that it gets delivered, I live in a posh Edinburgh. You remember where I used to live? Posh Edinburgh, area of Edinburgh, right beside a fucking private school. Me and my mate Ali are sat out in 2 deck chairs in our driveway. This big lorry arrives, and the guy comes out. He's like, I would never normally do this, but it says something written down on the form, and I just don't believe it's true. Can I see what's in the box? And we open it up. It's a life-size fucking Velociraptor. The tail comes fucking separately. So for years, we just had it like inside the house at the front door, and whenever we were stoned, and delivery people came round, they'd be like, is that a Velociraptor? We'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. 3 years later, the delivery guy comes to the fucking door, and he looks over my shoulder, and he goes, oh my God, this is the house. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes like, we got a WhatsApp group with like all the delivery drivers, and people have been saying for years that there's a house in this area that has a dinosaur in it, and we all called them liars. We all fucking bullied them. We all said they were full of shit. Can I get a picture with the dinosaur? And me and Cullen went, nah.
That's fucking fantastic.
And like, you're a big fan of like after tour purchases. You're buying a lot of martial arts equipment.
Yeah, they'll be but yeah, I've never sold as well to be like, I'll get a fucking full dinosaur. I've bought a lightsaber. Like,
fuck yeah.
Custom Nike shoes were your thing for a while?
Yeah, but that was tax deductible because I get the name of the show written on the back of them, so that I could claim it back off.
Advertise it.
Yeah, and it's just a lot of ninja. I bought a ninja costume one time.
Wait, the air fryer or the martial arts?
Both. Can't find the air fryer though. But yeah, it was an ex-girlfriend of mine. I was like, can you buy that for me? I'll give you the money, but I don't want to be the one that buys it because I feel fucking terrible. She was going down the list of like, so when you buy these things, it's like, what martial art? So she was like, is it for Muay Thai? Is it for karate? And I went, just put down revenge.
They were like, we don't do ninjas in that size.
I know, yeah.
Stealth is a major factor. Fucking what bamboo support beams?
They cut a hole in the trampoline sheet.
Don't have a ninja costume in your side, but I've got an old gazebo we need rid of.
What did you buy yourself?
I haven't done that before, but if this is something people do, I'd love a custom WWE belt.
Fuck yeah.
I thought you had one.
Thank you. No?
You mean not the like...
Not the wee plastic ones from
not the
Smith's.
Smith's.
No,
one you can
no.
put, one you can put
You're not a
on your
loser.
neck.
Yeah.
You mean the real... What about the spinning one?
One of
You
the
want that?
spinning ones, yeah.
Do you remember the hardcore belt?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the hardcore belt?
Yeah.
I do remember the hardcore
and
belt.
it could be taken at any time. That was the great
24/7.
rule. Yeah.
And there'd be like
Somebody
they'd be like walking
sleeping.
through a shopping centre and Crash Holly would hit him with a chair.
There actually was. There was a guy sleeping one time, and they sneak in this hotel room, and the referee's cut. He's like, shh. And then runs out. It's fucking class.
The temptation to like see the WWF hardcore champion just like out in the wild in a shopping centre, and you just as a regular person being like, legally. Legally.
I think we should do that for Benidorm.
Have a belt.
Have a belt, and that's the game.
Yeah.
By the end of the week, whoever gets the belt is fucking
So
champion.
yeah. If you can pin somebody, that's fucking great.
I think that's what we do.
Do that.
Yeah. Fucking right.
You got to carry it around all the time. You never allowed it off.
Couple of years
Some
ago,
Dutch guy has it like a fucking wanker.
a couple of years ago, there was like a WWE event in Belfast, and a guy had his wrestling belt. Big wrestling fan. Guy with Down syndrome had his belt stolen. He went up to like get a photo with the wrestlers, and someone stole his
Sounds
belt.
like John Cena.
So we
It would have been John Cena.
Would- yeah.
That's a hard thing about meeting old wrestlers now is they all walk like me. They're all just racked. It's like, nice to meet you, Mick Foley. That's him.
did a gig to get a replacement. You were away. We did a gig, like loads of comedians did a gig to get this guy, like, because the belt was like
$3,000. It was dear.
it was like a proper, like, in a case, proper belt. And in the time that the belt came from America, someone in Scotland stole it, and like the police found them.
Yeah.
I don't know why the police were investigating this, but they
Probably
anyway,
easy to spot, like.
the
Get
belt.
walking around.
You're not wearing it.
Keeping his Levi's up with a but so basically
Having the world's most expensive strangle wank.
He was probably using it to smack up with. Run up and around the arm.
Imagine seeing that on heroin.
I'm still the king, baby.
the belt got returned. So by the time we got the belt to him, he also had his original belt back. And someone in the comments of the thing went, "Heard he got the original belt back. Why would you not give the new belt to somebody else?" And then that guy
was me
DM'd us and
typed
went, that guy DM'd us and went, "I would appreciate that belt." It was like another wrestling fan was like, "He has 2 belts now.
Then we made him
Give me
fight
that
for
belt."
it.
Snapped a pool cue. It's like the Joker. Sort this out between yourself, boys. Run away with the belt. Fuck him.
Oh my god.
Can I tell you something funny?
Yeah.
I died on my hole at the Royal Albert Hall last night
Yes.
doing support for Veer Das,
Oh yeah, I know Veer. Yeah.
like the biggest Indian comic in the world.
Aye.
You see, to be honest, I it was like a day off from touring, so I had to fly over to London 2:30 yesterday. Stage time 7:30. I arrive 6:30, and when I was checking in, the staff were like, "Who are you?" And I said, "Oh, I'm the support act tonight." And they went, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I looked at the date on the sign-in sheet as the 1st of April, and I went, "This is 10 out of 10. Like, if someone's got me here to be,
Yeah.
because why would I be doing this?" But anyway, I was doing the gig and did 8 minutes to just. It would have been worse if they hated it, but it was so mid.
Yeah, that's
And then I had to just get straight. Never met him. Just did the set. He hadn't come out of his dressing room yet. I had to get straight in an Uber to Luton.
Oh,
And he-
that's the worst part.
Aye, and he was driving the Uber.
It was.
Sorry.
He sold out the Royal Albert Hall, mate, so I wouldn't get too out of it. He's doing alright.
It was just like
Gig got
I
a
imagined
5-star
being
rating.
on that EasyJet flight, being like, I just killed at the Royal Albert Hall, but then I was just kind of quite sad on
Yeah.
the
But at the same time, I had the text in the WhatsApp group going, "Can anyone jump on and do 15 minutes in front of 30 people at the Spaniard?" And you just sent a video of you in the Royal Albert Hall, like, "Nah, mate, can't."
Right.
So it serves you right, you can't.
But see, when I was filming it, I was all nervous because like I didn't want to look like I was just walking about like this. So for some reason, I had my phone upside down, so I sent that into the group, being like, "Sorry, mate, got another gig," but the video was upside down. It was like, "This is such a pensioner move."
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
bear with
Wait a
me.
minute, are you here now?
Bear with me.
I didn't know the Royal Albert Hall was in Australia.
Nice room.
Yeah. I've only ever done they got smaller rooms upstairs, but fucking yeah, it's a tough one to, because like if you eat shit properly, then you can do the fucking Bill Burr Philadelphia thing
Just start
and just start
Hammered.
On the gig.
Not a good look.
Start
You're all
hammering
in being
5,000
drunk.
Indian people. Yeah.
being like, "You people."
So you all got the one fucking train down here, did you?
7.
You fucking bobblehead, motherfucker.
Oh, all right.
That's what Bill Burr would have said. I imagined, I've never met him.
Bill Jarpur.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah,
place?
that'll work. Yeah.
Jaipur.
Yeah.
It feels like I should know. I've been to fucking heaps of places. In
If it
India.
isn't, take it out.
Have you been to India?
I've played 8 cities out there. I did Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Kolkata, Goa, Chennai, and fucking 2 other ones.
Because Kai was telling me that like when you go to India, it's like fucking the Backstreet Boys have arrived. Like
It's fucking mental. So when we get out there, right, the first time, there's nothing I love more than going out and meeting fans after shows, especially new places where you're like, I can't believe I've got an audience here. So we're in Delhi, and I'm like, "Can I go out and meet the fans?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, celebrity culture in India is insane. Don't do it. And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not like a fucking real celebrity. Like, it's 1,000 seats, which is a lot, but there's also 1 billion Indians. So it's like 0.0001% of the populace." And they're like, "We'll get you some security." And I'm like, "Fucking security?" We get out, and like this, I'm talking 5 feet into the fucking main bit. just mobbed. Like, and then the security start getting out their fucking batons ready, and I'm like, no, this fucking nah. Like at one point, Kai was there, and he was just like, there was one point people were crawling through the legs of the other ones to get right up to the fucking front. We had a guy chase us on a little fucking moped for 5 miles when we left the venue, just so he could like knock on the window and like wave through it. It's insane.
See, in my head, you're either in India or Turkey all the time. Do you know when you just see like snippets of people's Instagram? To me, you're like always in Turkey. And
I've only done Turkey twice, but India, that was my third time, and I'll keep going back. Like it's so fucking good out there. But the promoters are very much like, hey, you're not allowed to eat our food until the final day. Because after that point, we don't give a fuck if you get explosive diarrhea.
So what do you eat?
They've got something called pani puri, which is like these fucking delicious little fucking hollow balls somehow that you just pour like this vinegar stuff in. It's really good. They've got something called vada pav, which is like, it's this unbelievably good like vegan burger sort of thing where it's just made with fucking beans and chickpeas, and it's so authentic, but it's on like just a Sainsbury's roll.
Yeah.
Right.
Like all of it, they're like, that's India, and then this is Western. Right. And then also like because I eat spicy food at home, so when I'm there I'm like spicy, and they're like, no, our spicy is different to your fucking spicy, and they're not wrong. It's fucked.
Isn't there loads of like the street vendors?
Yeah.
Just dishing out food, and it's not, there's no scores in the doors and those.
Yeah. So I mean, the locals.
There's no doors.
The locals know which ones are they'll be like, that one's the best, and that one's like good. That's the one we go to. But yeah, I mean, look, India, I think it's an important place to visit because like it's half of it is like, man, it's fucking super westernized. They've got huge fucking buildings. They've got
Nando's.
I don't think they've got Nando's.
Oh,
fuck off, dude. You're in India.
They have Nando's, but there's 2 A's in it.
But then like the other side, I mean, there's poverty everywhere. We got into, I think it was Bengaluru, and like we're driving from the airport, and there is like this fence, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it's 70 feet high, and they've just got like cloth covering it, and it's like fucking 2 miles worth of this fence, and we're like, what's on the other side of the fence? They're like, oh, the slums. We had a UN meeting here a couple of weeks ago, and this was the only route there, so we thought we'd just cover it up.
Oh, well.
It's just, it's not, but that's why it's important to visit. To like, like a developing nation is, very much a developing nation. You can get people who, they understand British comedy better than Americans do. Like, it's their first fucking language. The comedy scene out there is 30 years
killed
old.
Me because of Royal Albert Hall last night. That's what I was justifying it by. I was driving away being like, those 5,000 people, like they weren't getting the language.
But you've done that for years. Like even the Eastern European stuff that, like that was all places that was kind of comedy was quite like relatively new.
Oh yeah, I mean, like we know the people who invented the comedy scene in Estonia, because Estonia only became a country in like fucking 1990.
Yeah.
So they were just like, we just had to like create it ourselves and like build it up from fucking nothing. And those are great places to gig because.
What's a place that wouldn't be on our tours that should be like a European city or a place you wouldn't think to do?
I mean, fucking Austria's genuinely Germany. I don't understand why Germans get
Berlin was class.
It's the worst and most incorrect stereotype in the world is that Germans don't get fucking humour.
Did you hear that, Dan?
Where else is fucking really good? Turkey's good. Latvia.
Wouldn't think
Really
Latvia.
nice. I did Moscow in 2019. Obviously, you couldn't go.
Too short.
But they were, and like
They'd bring me into Russia and 3 other smaller meets.
They're good, but they go through before you go out there, they go through your material.
Right.
And being like, you obviously can't say anything like fucking anti-Putin or pro-gay or pro-women or, pro-education.
Could you do
that sounds like Northern Ireland.
Yeah. Could you do any Russian leader stuff, just not Putin? Like if you had a killer bit about Stalin? Nah.
Nah. Nah.
I don't, by the way. I'm just curious.
No. Also, you don't.
What is the deal with Khrushchev?
Are you sleeping on a belter bit of style material?
You've not seen my Andropov bit. Wait until you do. It's a fucking banger.
No, I didn't fucking push the boundaries out there. I was too scared.
Yeah.
Aye.
It's all well and good being like, oh, I want to be a boundary pusher, and then when you're met with actual repercussions and not just people being angry, you're like, it's not.
Also, at that point in my life, people would absolutely believe that I fell out of a window. Like, they'd be like, yeah, Sloss loves his whiskey. He's probably fucking dead. I can't explain the gunshots to the back of the head, but he was depressed.
Just Kyler, would you know me name?
This guy has to bring you back in a suitcase. That'd be so sad.
His own suitcase. like fucking spread around his PlayStation. Fucking Toontop draped across my body.
trying to shove you into that check. You know that little bit.
Fucking hell.
Spent 2 days trying to get me up his arse. Nothing new.
No, some of those gigs are because I did the me and Cody did the tour, like the 2-week one. And I talk about this all the time. It was 10 years ago and I'm still not over it. But like when I messaged Kai before it, being like, mate, like material wise, what sort of stuff can did they get all the jokes and stuff? And Kai came back with this like 3-page fucking drink plenty of water, bring Baraka, you're going to be fucked up for a fortnight.
Yeah.
And he wasn't lying.
Where did you go?
I think we started in Romania. I think we did Romania, then Latvia, then we had Belgrade, but we had a day off. So Marlena was like, why don't you and Cody go to the pub and get to know each other? We were both like, fuck, I'm dying. And we had 2 days on the piss there.
Aye.
And then I think I was so drunk at one point. Cody made us drink flaming Lamborghinis, which is like absinthe and creme de menthe and set on fire in a cocktail glass.
Great, a flaming Moe's.
And I remember being like, by the way, what happens next is your fault. Because I was deck chairing. And apparently at one point I ordered a pizza, paid for it, and just went, don't even fucking want it. We were in bits.
In Sweden, there's a thing where like, because their nightclub culture is fucking huge, even if you're not going out, what you can do is you can phone up the nightclub and be like, oh, bottle of champagne, and like they announce to the club that you've bought this bottle of champagne, and then they just pour it down the sink, and it's just like an expression of wealth. That's your version of that.
Yeah. A 12-inch Sicilian.
Yeah, it's a fat guy in a ninja costume making them hungry. Trying to light a cigarette with a lightsaber.
Mr. Bartlett sent his regard.
You can have both pennies. They're good. They're fucking great crack though. Like I genuinely love. Like, there was one point I think in Belgrade the night off, I threw up at the table and just kept talking.
Yeah.
So we were just so hammered. I was just like,
we need to do the Irish tour we were talking about of
Yeah.
just European cities. Like,
we would die. Like,
yeah, but that's the fun.
yeah.
I fell off a fucking Segway. And
Do you know what you'll do? You'll do like
Say that 3 times fast.
you'll be like Barry Manilow in Vegas for Benidorm. It'll be Thompson in Benidorm. I can see you having you do 1 gig in Benidorm, and I can see you just staying.
Become Celine Dion.
Just in a Rangers bar. You do like 2 shows a night, matinee and a Sunday.
I'd hate to be in a Rangers bar, but
There's a comedian over there who, I mean, with all due respect, I hope he's dead now. Because he's like, I can't remember his fucking name, but he's like the biggest, fattest cunt you've ever seen. And like,
No disrespect.
no disrespect. And like, he wears a full Union Jack, fucking out like tuxedo and everything. So me and the boys went to fucking see him, and it's the most hack racist shit you've ever seen. At one point, right, he gets heckled by someone, or they're just talking, right, and we're 7 comedians standing at the back of the room, and he goes, "Where did you learn to whisper? Under a helicopter?" And we were all like, "Under? It's in you fucking dice. Under? We're all under helicopters."
That's fucking great.
also you said I'd be like Barry Manilow. I mixed them up in my head with Michael Barrymore. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing out in Sweden?
Well, there is a pool.
Yeah.
I remember being in Tenerife and going to see a Roy Chubby Brown tribute act.
Yeah.
And it was that bad I had to just leave. I actually felt bad for the guy. I was just fucking...
I mean, to be fair, Alfie Senior, that was his name. Alfie Senior. Now, to be fair to him, he was fucking killing.
He was killing,
them.
yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Because of course he was. He was fucking a bunch of British expats. One of the jokes, and this isn't funny. This is just to give you a sense of the materials that he goes. He goes.
By the way, he knows he's gonna fucking love this.
He was like, I'm not a racist. I was with my foreign friend. Pakistan, and his brother, Paki Steve.
You can. He will be in Benidorm, loving it. Front row.
If that's on in Benidorm, we're going.
Do you know what? I can see him buying you a wee kids union jacksuit as well, and you come out open.
I come out like a wee ventriloquist.
That way you can get away with all the racist stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, it's not me then.
And I will insist his hand goes up my arse. I'll insist.
I fucking love it.
I mean, if we're going just by how jokes go,
Yeah.
it's not a bad
Look,
joke.
there's no fat on it.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
It's a fat fucking free joke. But
It's a third world country, isn't it?
we were at the back of the room. I mean, we stayed for the whole fucking thing. He got a standing ovation, and unfortunately, because there were no seats left, we were standing anyway. We're like, do we sit down? Is that how we protest this?
Oh my god.
That's fucking fantastic.
I
What's
will-
that Chubby Brown joke? Where was the girls allowed one?
Oh, it's my favourite joke ever. Girls allowed? Yeah, to suck my cock.
Makes no sense.
I heard one of my favourite ones the other day, which was how can you tell that E.T.'s a Hun? He looks like one.
Fuming.
My dad once got my mum my mum bought a new pair of sunglasses, and my dad went, "You look like a movie star in those glasses." And she went, "Who?" He went, "The fucking Predator."
I don't know who said, oh, you feeling bad for his wee mummy?
For his mummy, yeah.
She is brutal. Like,
You
It's
say
not
this a
bad.
lot. That you're
He's
a mass
deflecting me
thinker.
I mean,
He's
it's better
always
than being the other way. Like,
Yeah.
see my math.
You're a movie star.
Oh,
Al
no.
McPherson.
I booked your math. So day.
Lucky boy.
I still smell like her insides. Sometimes I go back in for nostalgia.
You've met her?
Did she watch? Would she watch? I know your dad does.
My dad watches
Would
them.
your mum watch? Would your mum watch pods?
No.
Good.
She's, yeah. My mum's still very like, why did you leave the civil service?
Right.
And you're like, what's more civil service than entertaining
Yeah.
the public?
I was like, well, because I got sacked also.
What you worked in the job centre?
Yeah. But I was just like changing water bottles. around
Oh,
the
like
building.
sexy? Oh, the
It
ladies
was
when
like
you walked
right
in?
at the bottom of I was the messenger.
Over the
I'd be
shoulder?
like, he said you're a cunt.
Stir in the
How,
pot.
how the fuck do you get sacked from that?
Also, I don't believe you
Coming
could,
in the water bottle.
I don't believe you could change your big water thing.
I could then. I was a younger man.
Right.
You know what I mean, now.
Would you walk in with it over the shoulder?
Oh no, fucking tight to your
Aw,
core.
like an
Manual
Atlas
handling, man. It's very important. You know what I mean? Lift with the knees, not the feet or whatever.
I don't think anyone's lifting with the feet.
It was the best job I ever had. Though. I was more fucked up with that job than I've ever been doing comedy.
Aye.
Just because of one guy I worked with and there was nothing to do. We'd be
Yeah.
like, let's just have a race to see who can get mangled at lunchtime and get away with it. Like, the time we took Viagra, at work, and the first one to get a boner was gay.
Starting to see how you got sacked from the civil service.
It's good times. Like, I once phoned in sick.
Our water bottle guy's got a fucking rager there.
He spilled all the water.
Also, where did it end? Were you in this guy? Oh, let's
About
wank
6
each
inches
other
from my
off.
body.
whoever comes first, gay.
Yeah, it was good times, that one.
Did you have a job before this?
I worked call centre for years.
Fuck.
Yeah. But I said to myself, I was like, I'll do this for 2 months, get a wee bit of money. I think I was going to Edinburgh, and then stay at 2.5 years. It was like, I'll leave soon. But everyone's saying that.
Aye.
People sit with like 4 cans of Boost and go, I'm leaving next week, and you just know it's like Goodwill Hunting.
I
Yeah.
did that for a month, and then my friend who worked with me stood up one day and went, I'm leaving. I went, right, hang on, let me get my coat. I'll leave with you.
Yeah.
Just decided. You were just ringing people with dementia, asking them if they wanted to extend their data plan.
Aye.
And they're like, I don't know what a phone is.
Yeah.
And you're
You're
speaking on
like,
it.
but can you read credit card details? It's the only thing I care about, Margaret.
I've definitely told this story before. That I worked in a call centre for a month as well, where it was like every sale we got a $5. So people get really competitive about it. And I got the first time I ever fucking nearly got a sale. This guy was like going with me the whole way through it. I'm like, all right, brilliant. About to fucking sign the details. And it turns out he was a British soldier that had been serving here. And at the end of the call, he went, nah, I'm only joking, you Fenian bastard, and hung up. And I got in trouble for laughing. I was like, I was a fucking belter.
That's the call they use for training purposes. Like, just to let you know, this job's a lot of laughs.
It's a fucking mad environment, though. Like, we talk about it all the time. Just the idea of going back to a call centre would fucking...
It's better than going back to the vape shop. I would hate to do that.
I when I was like 16, 17 was a dishwasher, and then when I went full time,
You were a woman. Sorry.
She's actually a kitchen porter. But
A kitchen owl porter.
but I
That's worse.
Washing clean dishes.
Man stealing forks.
On a tour day.
Sorry, kitchen porter.
That's how we have him on next week. So.
The whoopsie daisy apology to her.
I've only got good things to say about him. He gave me a hand once. And
you give him a leg up.
Oopsie daisy.
Oh my god.
That's funny to us four and not no one else.
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen the photos of a mutual friend who shit himself recently?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. We can't go
talk
into
about
too
it.
many
Tell me
details.
the minute this camera
Yeah,
is off.
absolutely.
Yeah, we're
I'll
going
show
to
you
the
pictures.
fucking
Oh,
pub.
absolutely.
I like 6 months into stand up, like needed money for petrol, and then went, I'll go back to not the call centre, go back to the restaurant and clean dishes because you were finished at about 8, so it means I go out and gig, and I phoned back like they'll love this, like, and also I was like, I'm in my like mid-20s here, called back, I went, I'm coming back, and my boss was like, you were so shit at cleaning dishes. She's like, good luck in your career, but you were no good at what you did. I was like,
Oh, it's so depressing.
sad, yeah.
I had that when I worked in Subway. I went in after I went to a music festival and went in to check my hours. And they went,
Looks great.
we thought you quit. We just gave your job away. And I was like, fantastic.
It's eating.
Oh, got it. I was in the middle of telling an anecdote. Cunt.
18-inch.
I wish.
Well, that's the forecast for pints, though, just out of curiosity.
I mean, I have nothing to do today or tomorrow.
I can have one before I go to the airport.
Well,
And I'll-
because
Have you
you're
got
a
a hire
big,
car or what's their like?
So I put my car in for a service before I left. So it's
Oh, right,
been-
okay.
Aye. So one, and then it'll be like 3 hours before I'm actually home.
What airport are you flying out of?
City.
Ah,
perfect.
I mean, that's
The best Guinness you'll have, I know you'll love this. Ned's Bar, Cross Road. Unbelievable. Literally across the road.
Let's wrap this the fuck up.
Yesterday, speaking of arses, everything was going well with my flight, and then I spilt a bit of burger, like sauce, on my trousers. So I had before Royal Albert Hall. So I had to go to Marks and Spencer's and I bought the same trousers I was wearing, but I didn't have time to mess
Why
about.
would you do that? There's sauce on them.
But I had to
Silly.
show the lady working there my size because I didn't know what size they were. So I had to like go up. I was like, I know this is weird, but I had to like go up and show her like the back of the label, and she got stuck in there. And then I got my new trousers
How do you not know what size your trousers are?
because different brands.
No,
Different
but I mean, it's a
sizes.
standard kind of like,
I'm always saying that.
I mean, 34 long.
But no, I took the bag and then I linebacked at the Royal Albert Hall. And then when I got there, I was a bit flustered, and then I forgot to put the new ones on. So I wore the old ones and left the new ones there, discarded, like, but I'm not wearing them anymore.
So you just went there and showed the lady your arse. and
Bought a
then
pair of
got it
trousers,
back?
left them there.
Yeah.
Go refund them and just be like, I want the money back, but you can keep the look.
You'll love this pint.
Aye.
You'll love this place.
Okay.
All right, let's wrap this up. I'm going to go to the pub.
What time are we on before you?
Yeah,
fucking-
so that's not really how it works.
12:15.
Done 44, 6 minutes. Give us 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I used to, my old job before, I mean, I started with comedy when I was 16, but before that, the only job I had was I was a paintball referee.
That's the job I want.
That's I'd quit comedy to be a paintball referee.
No. So like it's like there was a paintball company called Bedlam, and it was like sort of like the way McDonald's and Burger King works, which is like you can be like, oh, I'll do a leg of this in this place and we'll franchise it. My ex-boss was an ex-army commander who, in order to just like earn as much money as he possibly could, only hired teenagers because he could underpay them and overwork them. And you think is a fucking dream job. Man, your job is to dress in a fucking red overalls while all the other teams are in camouflage. You've got one marker on you with no hopper, that's the thing. And your job is just to replace people's broken ones and fix it while you fucking can. You're taking out drunk stags and hens and fucking birthday parties and corporates. It's just drunk adults getting bored of looking for their mates and then just fucking shooting a teenager.
So just like comedy.
Yeah. So that was where I became funny, because I was like, the only way I can get these fucking adults to respect me is if I make them laugh.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got fucking mad tips. I got dumped though after the first fucking weekend, because I didn't tell anyone that I got the job. It was just a weekend job. I came back into high school on the fucking Monday, and I had like 3 massive welts on my neck, because it's the only place that doesn't cover the fucking skin. And my girlfriend at the time was like, those are love bites. And I'm like, if they're love bites, why do I have some on my fucking shins? like also they're bleeding.
I'm sorry. One time I was watching the Brit Awards. It was the year after Jerry Halliwell's titty fell out. Yeah, we talked about it earlier, so I thought I'll watch it again just in case. And me and my dad were like fucking fighting in the living room. My dad like held me down and like donkey nipped me in the neck. So you get your knuckles and you nip and twist.
I really thought I said donkey posture.
It came into like a hickey. And the next day we had PE and I had to get changed, and my teacher was like, "Oh, Mickey's got a hickey." And I was like, No, my dad did it. Suck my dick, I did.
You started stand up at 16 or 17?
Stand up, technically 16. Like I did a course during the 2006 Edinburgh Fringe Festival, a comedy course, which taught me fucking nothing. And there was like a gig at the end of that, which was just for like friends and family. So on a technicality, it was a gig, but I count my first one as like 2 weeks later at the Stand in Edinburgh.
Because I think I did support for you when you were 18 and I was maybe 19. Black Box. Cathedral Arts Festival.
Yeah, that was the first time we met.
And because I was like new to stand up, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? And you were like, that when I walked on stage, I used to like, because of nerves, I used to basically run to the microphone and be talk. The second it came to my mouth, I was starting the set. And you would just take your time walking up, and that always stayed with me.
Marking your territory, which was, I think it was something that Frankie. It was this, he'd give me the same advice, because I would run to the microphone and I'd like, "Hey, how you doing?" Just run through my fucking thing. And he was like, "It's just, you go on, and if you let the silence exist for a bit, then they're more scared to interrupt it, because like if you've got your gun away from fucking holster, if the mic's down there and you're not doing anything with it, then it just sort of belays this level of confidence, even if it's fucking not there."
Yeah.
So I can't take that bit of advice.
But you, like, when you started as well, you had a murderer's row of people like Stade and Frankie and all those guys were like around Edinburgh.
Yes, Bridges.
Yeah, fucking hell, yeah.
Bridges and Nelson was headlining at the time, so there was like it was the good thing of like, I was really glad I started in Scotland, because like when you go to, even if you're a fucking headliner in Scotland, I imagine it's the same over here, you can be a headliner in this country, but you go to England and they're like, you got to do your fives again.
Oh yeah.
I did beat the frog last week.
Yeah. And you're like, suck my fucking dick, cunt. Like what do you think you are? Like you're not New York. You're not
for the frog. That's what I am.
The Frog King. Your new nickname.
I did the Gong Show at the Manchester Comedy Store, and it shut down now. So I still got the record for it, because obviously at the end of 5 minutes they just cut you off during your set. But I was 17 at the time, and like I timed my set out to be 5.5 minutes. I have a great fucking gig. I'm in my final joke. The gong hasn't gone. I'm running through my head, what joke did I miss out? Like, what am I going to fucking do to fill this fucking time? The second I finish the joke, gong goes, and Roger Monkhouse goes to the tech. He's like, that felt longer than 5 minutes. And the tech went, yeah, it was 6.5. I just wanted to hear the end of the joke.
That's way better than my experience, which was I did my first joke and got 3 cards straight away, and I think it was 13 seconds I was on stage.
What was the first joke?
I used to do I used to start my set by doing shit jokes. It's hacky as fuck. Yeah. So I'd be like, and the joke was, my dad told me doing stand-up's a bit like chatting up a girl, opening with a joke, so here it comes. What's Bruce Lee's favourite drink? What? But I was doing it ironically. I'd be like, thank you.
Gong him.
But when we were starting, we'd be watching you do that, like, how's he do it?
Yeah.
Where like that is
Because we had no one
incredible.
to fucking see here, and then I would be like, the second one was like, yeah, what did Bruce Lee get for Christmas? A toy. And then I would go, what does Bruce Lee eat for his lunch? Sandwiches. They don't all work. Right? I didn't even
It
get
was
to the
great.
toy bit. It was like, yeah. I remember it was years before I found out comedians getting up and opening with impressions was hack. And I thought I was a genius for doing the Yoda ones. Right?
There was one. I was about 19 years old. I'm doing the Red Raw at the Stand in Glasgow. Right at this point, I've maybe done like 2 tens there, so I'm fucking full of myself. I'm like, I've done it. Anyone who comes in and wants fucking advice, I'll give it. This guy must have been about like 28, 29, visibly nervous, and I'm just like, allow me to tell you something in the biz. They're a really nice crowd. Just go out there, enjoy yourself. You'll be absolutely fine. He's like, yeah, well, thanks, man. He goes out on stage, he gets the microphone, he says hello, the audience says hello, and then he says nothing for like 30 seconds. And it's funny for 30 seconds because you're like, what's this? And then 30 seconds becomes a minute, and he's saying nothing, right? Sweat is dripping off of him, and he's not saying fucking anything. At 2.5 minutes, he just goes and walks off stage, right? The compere fucking has to run out to be like, oh, give up for fucking the cunt who said nothing. And we're all backstage, and we went, what happened? And he went, I thought he would just come to me. Hadn't fucking prepared. He'd watched Dave Chappelle and fucking Bill Burr, and he's like, oh, they just go up and just
check it
fucking
up.
sit talk about their day.
I know of a guy who is still doing stand-up who did the same thing at a music open mic where he turned up with a guitar and went, can I get on tonight? And the booker was like, oh, well, it's for musicians. Like, how long have you been playing guitar? And he went, oh, I just bought it like half an hour ago. And the guy went, well, no, but this is for people who are trying to make music. And the guy just went, how do you know I can't fucking play it? And we all know him.
Paul
That guy's no
McCartney.
Sam Finn. Well, it looks like you are going to go for pints.
I believe so.
No,
yes.
you go eat. We're away tomorrow.
I will go
We're going
easy.
to Scotland tomorrow.
Yeah, we're in Glasgow tomorrow.
Are you in here tomorrow so I can come pick the car up? Because you know me and one.
Yeah.
Do you want to have Nando's at some point this weekend? That's a no. Don't worry, it's fine. Sorry, take it out. It's okay.
I go to
Probably some cool Indian food.
I go to, well, they still like me. I go to Oz on Sunday, and so it's my last 3 days with my kids.
Well,
so.
we'll do Nando's Saturday.
Are you in Edinburgh or is it just Glasgow?
We're doing Glasgow, Edinburgh, and then Aberdeen.
So are you Edinburgh Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll come see you.
No,
yeah.
I feel bad now.
No, my kids are asleep. What time's the gig?
We'll do it whatever time your kids are sleeping.
Yeah, I'll pop down. And where are you?
We're O2 in Glasgow and then Queen's Hall, Edinburgh.
Oh, fuck yeah, absolutely. I just saw a Vittorio show in Queen's Hall last week.
Nice.
You guys are all doing really well. Let's go to the pub.
You still around to open for me in Glasgow?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I can't wait. Really looking forward to it.
And I used to
He's
listen
actually
to...
doing me a favour. I was just being a dick there. He's doing me a massive favour.
Thanks for being our first and only guest. We're never doing this again.
Oh man, I had the most fun.
Yeah,
I got fucked up at the end there, but
Let's get a fucking bag
No.
of cans.
I am going to leave my car here, though, because we're flying from City, so... Oh, yeah. Check out the LazyBoyz Afters. We do extra episodes every single week. There's loads of them, almost a year of extra content. They're fucking funny as shit. And we're a little bit darker, a little bit dirtier. Maybe not this week, but normally
yeah,
we
my
are.
bad.
Cheers, folks.